Hi, my name is Keith Carson, Vice Chair of the Alameda County Board of Supervisors and Chair of the East Bay Economic Development Alliance for Business. We are proud to showcase some of the very best innovative companies that we have in the East Bay. Congratulations to the 2020 Innovation Awardees for all of the incredible business that you have brought to the East Bay and the innovation which you are now doing. And now let's learn more about you and why you chose the East Bay to grow and thrive.
Bolt Threads delivers sustainable biomaterials for your wardrobe, for the next generation of apparel materials. It's everything from mushroom-based leather to silkworm, spider silk actually. The unique thing about all the materials we make is there's stuff that never existed before anywhere else. So even though they're very much natural, we have to build them towards engineering quality. So we've got a design team that gets to play around with them and see what is new that they can invent with a whole new palette of materials. Our alternative leather, no dead cows, no dead dinosaurs, is a perfect solution.
Oakland Genomics Center is an extension of my autoimmune therapeutic startup, Gerlet. It was mainly created to help other biotech startups move to Oakland and create a community that will help them thrive by helping each other. The whole idea is that can we all work next to each other and contribute to resources so we don't have to put so much effort in building an infrastructure that we require as biotech companies. We had the money to buy an expensive sequencer from Illumina, but other sequencing startups did not. So together we have all the resources we need that will help each other grow.
Mizuho OSI is in the specialty surgical table market. So what that means is that we're in the orthopedic space and we have specialty tables that help to improve the outcomes for patients undergoing surgery. So an event in surgery that would take 5 to 10 minutes now takes 20 seconds. So it's much better for the patient, it's faster for the doctor, it gives him more control. And that's just one of the types of innovations that we generate from our product side by listening very closely to our customers and to the people that use the product.
We're a nonprofit theater, particularly known for our investment in long-term development of new plays. We serve about 200,000 people a year. Our ground floor, which is where we develop all the new work in our theater, has worked with over 700 artists. We've produced plays that have gone on to be produced in small theaters all over the country, as well as work that's gone on to Broadway. We have a Young Writers of Color program, we have a Rough Drafts program, we have a Teen One Act Play Festival. What we're trying to do with those programs is to encourage young people to be creative, to think about advocacy and leadership, and to think about how they as artists can actually have an impact on the conversation in the world.
Tsar Nikolai's Caviar Farm are the nation's only eco-certified sturgeon farm. We're the intersection of sustainable and delicious, and we really push the envelope on crafting a small batch, delicious sturgeon, caviar, and smoked fish items. We oftentimes keep it as natural as possible with some sort of new influx of technology to be more sustainable through initiatives of aquaponics, where we take our sturgeon waste stream and run it into a greenhouse, where we take formerly lost energy and create organic butter lettuce and mint. We use Mother Nature's warming temperature to cool our aquaplants and our ponds and our tanks creatively to solve future challenges.
Medina's Health is an asset management and remarketing platform for hospitals. And what that means is that we actually help hospitals manage and value and plan their inventory. And at the point that they use our data to make a cost-benefit decision on, say, their MRI machine or their C-arm, we enable them to either redeploy that asset within the healthcare system, or we help them resell the asset onto the secondary market. We're helping hospitals save millions of dollars in what would otherwise be wasted equipment. Thanks to our platform, they're able to identify where it is, identify the actual residual value of the asset, and either bring it to a new location or sell it to a hospital that's in need in a rural community or an underserved community so we can bring care to more people.
Enchroma is at this interdisciplinary intersection between vision science, materials science, and optics and eyewear. We study physical properties of various materials, but then we kind of look over on the vision science side and say, what are the unique problems in like visual impairment and vision enhancement that haven't been solved, and how can we kind of take these new capabilities and turn them into something tangible that can give someone with color vision deficiency the ability to see a broader range of colors and to see colors more clearly and confidently for the first time.
We design and build different types of commercial buildings. At the end of the process, we deliver to our customers a permitted building. So we're a one-stop shop through the whole entire design and build process. And what's unique is our buildings are made out of upcycled shipping containers. We've designed a system which is very much like a Lego set, where you can combine and mix and match different types of containers, different sizes to create what you need. We're known as a commercial modular manufacturer licensed through the state of California.
We're focused on addressing kind of a skills gap issue and bringing primarily educational opportunities to students and community in order to learn how the world is made. Community college labs are kind of the models that I like best. We treat the facilities much like a library or a computer lab. You know, they book equipment, or we'll also do kind of consulting review with people on their projects. And I've been working here with the Mayor's Office in the City of Oakland, getting Oakland on the way to becoming what's called a Fab City. And the definition of a Fab City is a city that produces everything that it consumes.
Peripera helps customers concentrate value of their products and uncover value in their waste. We got inspired by nature, but created an industrial process that can pull water out of any product. So milk, juice, beer, you name it, and concentrate into a very small volume, and then add water to that, and you can't tell that it's not the original product. We reduce carbon footprint and cost throughout the product life cycle. East Bay for us is a complete ecosystem. The proximity to manufacturers, to food producers, and above all, the great talent is what makes it possible for us to take this technology off the ground.
The East Bay in general has just been much more amenable, much more interesting, much more experienced in how to engage with startup companies that are trying to make physical things that are hard to build. Real estate companies and the city governments have a very strong understanding of how to work with deep science companies.
When we talk about diversity in the East Bay, we're talking about point of view, we're talking about ethnicity, we're talking about so many different kinds of diversity, and that creates rich mulch in which interesting things happen.
This area has relevance to the world. There's a lot of money here, there's a lot of interest here, and there's a lot of business happening. This is a big pond, and that means there's nearly infinite opportunity here.
It's close to public transportation, it's close to logistics distribution centers. We have access to the Port of Oakland, and for expedited domestic freight, Oakland airports are right there.
Berkeley has been fantastic. There's so many things that you can do within a 10-15 minute radius. It's this really beautiful area that's very tight and condensed with a wonderful sense of community.
We find that the people that we encounter in the East Bay are kind of soulmates to what we do, if you will. They're the most amazing customers, and I think that's unique to the East Bay.
Seeing the evolution of the East Bay, some of the technological booms, some of the food movements. A lot of these chefs are inspired by the Alice Waters, Nancy Oakes, and some of the very best restaurants are right at our fingertips.
What's happening in the East Bay is not just being the best, but actually changing the way that people think.
Even though the rent is rising, it's still affordable in many ways. It's affordable living, it's affordable working, and I think the East Bay is going to eclipse its more famous neighbors very soon, and to be part of that revolution is exciting.